Hey everyone, welcome back. Please leave a like so this video is recommended to others, and hit that subscribe button so you can keep seeing videos just like this.
I'm about to show you something a little terrifying. Look very closely at this image and tell me, is this a real photo? Nope. This whole thing is made with AI using Midjourney, version 6. I came across this actually on LinkedIn, and what's scary about this is that everyone in the comment section was like, wow, this looks so real, this is a totally real photo. And this is why that's scary. Because people, I think, have lost their ability to dig in further, and they're not aware of the fact that AI-generated images like this can occur at an increasingly rapid pace. And the fact is, you can actually tell this is AI-generated. Let me show you. This man's belly is being sliced in half by a marble countertop right now. This woman's wrist has a weird little bracelet that's kind of digging in and cut off randomly. Also, both of them have 4 fingers, it looks like. The sign in the background is blurry, but those aren't letters in any distinguishable language I'm at least aware of. In the next year and the years that follow, it's going to be incredibly important that if you see an image online, especially one of a public figure or someone running for office, that you ask yourself, could this image be AI generated? Are there any clues to indicate that it might be? Misinformation on the internet is already a thing. We all know this already. It's going to get insane with AI. And I say this as someone that loves AI. I talk about AI all the time. It is so freaking cool, but it is dangerous if you don't know to look for it.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was a real picture. That looks pretty good. It's getting scary good. Don't believe everything you see on the internet. Although it's gonna be hard to distinguish now. It's gonna be really hard.
If you're thinking about living by the woods, you might reconsider after watching this. A woman by the name Kat explains that while she was feeding wild animals from the nearby woods, she noticed that someone or something, unlike any other animal she's ever seen, began to visit her home late at night. Bare human footprints can be seen coming from the freezing woods. Worried for this individual due to freezing temperatures, she contacts the authorities and is told that no one has been reported missing, nor can they find anyone near the area. Creepy, but not thinking much of it, she leaves it be. But as a few nights pass, whatever's living in the woods pays them a visit.
They're barefoot again. I think those are footprints. I can't tell. Yeah, and you can see their toes. That foot is the size of my slipper.
Kat explains that she has no idea who or what this could be.
Time to set up some security cameras. Probably some guy living in the woods with you, freeloading off of the free food you give the animals.
Face mites live their lives face down inside your hair follicles, feasting on this stuff, the greasy oil that your skin secretes. You likely have thousands of these mites burrowing into your face right now.
Okay, thank you for that information. When they die, they build up in your pores and this is what causes pimples. Oh, that is gross. I did not need to know that.
不错，走。果果，果果，走，今天爸带你去一个好玩的地方。行。走。糖糖，糖糖，走。
They had a whole projector in there. The kid was watching TV on a projector. Like, there's a little projector up there. There's a TV. Yep, there it is. That's insane. That's at least $2,000 a month here in Texas, dude.
Strait of Malacca is renowned as the crossroads of the sea, and it has historically been a hotspot for pirate attacks. Many pirates disguise themselves as food sellers, aiming to board passing cargo ships for robbery. The following is an account of a cargo ship encountering pirates.
More money, no charge. Go, go, go.
Even with all the technology we have now, there's still actual pirates out there. That's so weird to think about. No. Dang, bro, you should have just covered your mouth. I don't think workers' comp will cover that. No good deed goes unpunished. Yeah, that's true.
Remember when this happened? They never did find the person that did this. I don't even know if they actually tried. They probably know who did it. But doesn't it seem like we've been living in a movie ever since then? Like it's gotten progressively worse every single week since then? Damn it, man.
The guidestones getting blown up is still really sketchy, but everything else, that's just life. Life happens, man. Honestly, I feel like everything started getting crazy around 2012.
Well, here I am in the sub, and just hanging out behind the axis, waiting for the guests to arrive. We can see our tenders out the window there. I'm in 9 meters of water right here, driving off Albany. But this is pretty amazing. Look at all them jellyfish.
What?
They're tiny. They're only the size of a dime maybe, but man, there's thousands of them.
I thought it was a homeless guy hanging out in a tent at first. Yikes, 3.5 million. That looks like a tent on water. You can buy you 10 boats. Way more than that, actually. How different animals react to zero gravity. He's just chilling. Oh, the cats don't like it. Probably because it messes with their balance. Oh, it's mice. Bro, they're going crazy. Oh, pigeons? I've never seen pigeons. Wow, in space. Dude, those mice were wilding out. They were going crazy in there.
My first hot air balloon experience was going great until the winds picked up.
Here we go. Right. Hang on. Just hang on. Hang on. Everybody hang on. Stay in the basket. In the basket with me. Stay on.
Bro.
Stay on. Stay on.
Nah, man, give me my money back. Give me my money back. That guy was trying to stay as calm as he can, avoiding them lawsuits.
Why are there so many damn car washes popping up in the United States? Probably noticed these popping up all over lately, like a weird amount of car washes. Personally, I know of like 3 being built within like 2 miles of my house. That's not counting the tons of new ones built in just the past like 3 or 4 years. And these places are all just eyesores that point out how we've designed our cities around cars first and people second. It's a parking lot and a drive-through without food. Like, why are these popping up on every street corner? The answer is that in the past few years, they've basically perfected the car wash business model by using subscription services and automation. By using fewer employees and increasing automation, they keep their costs way down, and then they get people on these subscription services that don't even show up to the car wash. So it works just like Planet Fitness, where you have tons of people that sign up for a Planet Fitness membership and just never show up to the gym. What people are doing is buying real estate in hotspots and putting a cheap automated business on top of it so they can generate income while they wait for their property value to increase and then flip the land down the road. When you design cities around cars, eyesores like this pop up everywhere. However, when you design cities around trains and beautiful train stations, the surrounding areas are also much more pleasant to be in. Ugly car washes and stroads tend to spring up around car infrastructure, Beautiful places like this tend to spring up around public transit and trains.
I assumed it was just money laundering schemes, like mattress stores. How many mattress stores is there? They're always empty. It makes sense though, because I mean, people don't show up to the gym. They buy a membership and then procrastinate. Wow. There wasn't really anything she could do, but she probably should have stayed in her car. That was stupid on her part.
This guy in New York City had pizza delivered to his apartment, and since he didn't eat it all, he saw workers on the side of the building and asked if they wanted it. After saying yes, he actually threw it over to them, and the worker caught it and celebrated. So happy to have some food during a hard day's work.
That was pretty cool, man. We need more of this in the world. More nice people.
Found this in the woods. I'm gonna see if I can show you guys all the...
Leave it alone. What were you confused about? Turn the f around, leave it alone. Adventure the f over. This is exactly why I couldn't be in no damn horror movie. That shit will be over in 30 damn seconds. You see a motherfucking ancient shrine in the middle of the fields, and you getting to exploring. Alright, keep touching. Keep on touching. Your ass gonna end up butt naked running down a hallway, running from f***ing Outlast and shit. Gonna be one with a damn crocodile mask, the other gonna be he's just gonna be ugly. That's it. Just coming at you with rusty spoons. And then some of y'all might be talking about, oh, it's just a chair. You overreacting. Look at these mother faces. What about these faces say this is just a joke? This motherfucker right here looking like it's saying, yeah, I dare you to touch me. Go ahead, touch me. Like they both plotting on doing you dirty. There's nothing about this says adventure. I'm not Dora, so I'm not finna explore a mother thing.
That is facts, bro. Exactly. This is exactly the type of reaction you should have. You should go on about your business. Leave it alone, dude. Get out of there.
Where's the car?
Probably shouldn't have uploaded that. They're gonna be looking for someone to blame, and I'm pretty sure fixing a transformer ain't cheap.
This is the sound of a city that's gone mostly electric. Really, the only thing you hear anymore is people honking their horns. And everybody with a scooter rides on the street with the pedestrians.
I can still hear everyone's squeaky brakes. I guess the only thing you're cutting out is those dudes that be revving their cars at red lights. Other than that, sounds like every other city. I am not impressed. Is it sinking? Is that supposed to be happening? It was a full couch. Wow. That sucks, dude. Are ferries normally like this? I've never been on one. Kinda wonder why they were even running. Up in Vancouver, ferries get canceled when the sea is that rough. Oh, they said screw it, I took a risk.
My God.
That has to be the nicest cow on earth. They're probably best friends now.
So this is a photo of the unluckiest license plate in history. It was owned by a man named Robert Barber, but he didn't even ask for it. Well, intentionally at least. What happened was Robert had wanted a customized license plate that said either boating or sailing. But since the California DMV required that he list at least 3 choices, he decided to just put no plate on the third line to indicate that he had no third choice. Unfortunately for him though, the DMV decided to literally give him the plate, no plate. Although Robert was really angry about this, he ultimately decided to keep it since it was really really unique. But shortly after receiving this new plate, Robert suddenly received notice about an illegal parking fine that was past due. Since Robert knew that he hadn't been in the area the ticket was from, he appealed it. But in the coming weeks and months, Robert began to receive thousands of notices just like this first one, from all across California. As it turns out, whenever an officer found an illegally parked car without a license plate, they were writing no plate on their citations. Even though Robert quickly brought this to the attention of the DMV, they refused to address the issue until 2 entire years later when they instructed officers to start writing none instead. Over that time, Robert had spent almost $400 and countless hours to mail explanation letters every time he received a ticket.
Talk about shooting yourself in the foot. This sounds like a nightmare to deal with. But now whoever gets a plate with the word none is going to have the same problem, I'm assuming. It's a never-ending cycle. Oh my god. You could not have picked a more terrifying activity. I don't know why people like doing stuff like this. That feeling of falling is the worst.
I'm sure you've heard the news of NASA discovering city lights on a planet 7 trillion miles away. Here's what happened. 7 trillion miles is just around the Oort cloud, which is a kind of icy shell of debris surrounding our solar system, and the source for many of our comets, meaning that this is our backyard, nowhere near far enough to reach even our closest neighbors. In 2022, there were articles about James Webb's capability of detecting artificial lights on a planet called Proxima Centauri b, which is a planet that orbits around here. But those articles were just about how that would work and how James Webb could identify them. There were then quite a few misleading titles from verified YouTube accounts, which is frustrating because even a quick Google search can do the math for how not far 7 trillion miles is. Some of the articles I found talking about it claimed that NASA made the discovery, but their sources linked to totally unrelated news or were like benign articles about how lights work. This sort of thing should bother us. Once that seed is planted, it's really hard to uproot. So click those links and use a calculator.
As much as I want this to be true.
I'm kind of getting exhausted of all the alien news lately because it always seems to be some bullcrap, and I think they always do that to cover up the real stuff. Kind of make everything seem like it's not real. Damn, dude. How does he not notice? Wow. That's why you never follow them too close if they got a big load like that. That one looks like it might have shifted because they're tilting a little bit to the side. Some Final Destination stuff right there.
Our patio is totally submerged in about 5 feet of water. The house across the way looks totally
no. Damn.
Not a good situation. Now it's up to the first there.
He's gotta be like right at the shoreline. Yeah, I mean, I see nothing but water. Gotta be careful where you buy your house, man. Definitely not the view he was hoping for.
You wanna know what happens when you go down the conspiracy theory rabbit holes? You find out some stuff that's really grieving. They've had free electricity for over 100 years and haven't told people because they've suppressed it. The government has literally captured the patents so that other people can't reproduce it. It's that bad. Once you learn the political corruption, you start going, well, what else? It never ends. Like if you knew that there's medicine that doesn't have side effects that can actually heal you, you would no longer be a customer. If you knew that there's free electricity, you would no longer be a customer. If you knew that certain foods are poisoning you and causing you to get on the hamster wheel of needing medication that doesn't actually heal you, that you would no longer be a customer. Everything is about sucking stuff out of you. You know the movie The Matrix where everybody's hooked up to the thing, bro? Like, I'm not trying to be crazy. Bro. But like, it is kind of like that. Like, the more I look, it's everywhere, bro. Once you start to see the fence around you everywhere that they've built so that you can only go so far, you start to realize that it truly is a prison planet. It really is, and they're attempting to push it even further. That's why there's a war on information. They don't want the free exchange of ideas because that threatens their stranglehold on your dependence on them. Anyway, have a great Conspiracy Friday or whatever today.
It is actually Friday, but you guys don't know that. The scariest thing to me specifically is all the food we eat, man. Everything is so bad for you. Even if you eat fruits, vegetables, no junk food, it's still contaminated. That is the sad reality of being alive.
Hi, welcome back to 5 Things I Would Never Do as a Retired FBI Agent. Today it's number 3, and that's live with a creepy stalker inside my house. You're probably telling yourself, well, of course not, nobody would do that. Well, you have something that looks like this in your house, only it's black and it plugs into the wall, and if you ask it to, it'll order you a case of toilet paper, then yes, you do have a creepy stalker living inside your house. And that may not be a big deal if all you're talking about is toilet paper. But think for a second about the most intimate and private conversations you have, and ask yourself, do you really want a stranger listening in? Then there's the problem of hackers. You know, hackers make their livelihood by breaking into devices like your phone, your computer, and even these voice-activated assistants. You know, some people use these assistants to unlock and start their car. They use them to run their home security system. Some people even use them to move money back and forth between bank accounts. Now, if a hacker got into that assistant, just imagine what kind of problems they could cause. It's your decision at the end of the day. But for my money, I'm going to sacrifice a bit of convenience in order to preserve my privacy, my safety, and my security. Follow me for more.
Yeah, even to this day, I refuse to get one of those Amazon things. I mean, I already know for sure the government's probably spying on all of us through our phones, so why give them something else? So yeah, having all those extra little things are probably just making it easier for people to hack you. Another thing people don't realize is like security cameras. If you have in your house, make sure you put a password on them because somebody's probably watching you through them. Well guys, that's all I have today. Thanks for hanging out with me again. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, you're awesome and I appreciate you. And with that, I'll see you in the next video.